Let's now look at an exam question regarding histograms. This one is taken from a paper 6 in June 2008. I'm sorry. As part of a data collection exercise, members of a certain school year group were asked how long they spent on their mathematics homework during one particular week. The times are given to the nearest 0.1 hour, and the results are displayed in the following table. So here you have the table. This you have that information, and then you have to use this information to draw on the first sub-question on graph paper a histogram to illustrate the information. This is 2008, I said. Back then, they would have to give you some graph paper to do this. Right now, the graph paper will be embedded in the paper itself, and you'll have to use that to draw the histogram. Don't forget, for a histogram, you need to do frequency density, not frequency. In order for you to get the frequency, you need to divide this by the class width. So we need to get the class width first. But even before that, we need to pay attention to continuity factors. This goes, for example, ends at 0.5 and begins at 0.6. So we need to address this issue by applying continuity factors values to each class boundary, all of them. I can go already to question 2 to see what else I need to add to this column. And I can see that they want me to estimate the mean time. Yes. So in order for me to apply the formula to get the mean time out of this type of graph, I need to get the mid value. So I need to complete this table before actually answering the questions. That's what I did over here. Okay. So continuity factor, it goes now, instead of starting 0.01, starts on, instead of starting on 0.1, starts on 0.05, and this goes to 0.055. And so forth. See? What is the range? This minus that, this is 0.5, 0.5, in this case is 1, 1, and 1.5. The midpoint of this, just add them together, divide by 2. Same thing on each one of these. The frequency, I just copy pasting what I have over there. And the frequency density is this divided by the range. So basically, that's the values that I got. Once I have this, doing the histogram should be easy. On the available space, divide by, so I can contemplate all these values until 4.55. So you have different class widths. And then on the y-axis, I look at the maximum frequency density that I have, which is 30. Okay, so just looking at the values that I have there. Give me a second. And I just noticed that I went a little bit further than 30. This should end over here and over here. I have to change this in a bit. Okay, so this line should go up until here, which is the maximum frequency, and this one up until here, which is also the maximum frequency. This is 18, looks about right. This is 21, this is 22, so this should be a little bit taller than that. Okay, this is not a graph paper anyway, so you should have something like this. For the second question, you wanted the mean. This is what you do to get the mean. You need to get the midpoints first. The frequency, you already have them to begin with. So multiply this times this, plus this times this, plus this times this, so forth. Divide by the total number of events that you have. So add the frequency all together. You could have an extra column over here with the totals. And you get a mean of 2.1 hours.